Yes. Good evening, Ghana, wherever you are. Many thanks for joining me right here on the coverage of ASAGYEM News at 7, where we update you on the latest happenings from all across the world in our beloved country, Ghana. I am ORATOR. Coming up tonight, WAEC releases WASI first series results. Coming up in the bulletin tonight, the Education Minister, Haruna Idrisu, says Africa must prioritize technology-driven education. Coming up in the bulletin, no financial transaction with Ghana card yet, says the National Identification Authority. Again, the National Road Safety Authority declares Toyota Voxy as illegal. In our bulletin tonight, the new Patriotic Party, NPP, has asked President John Dramani Mahama to realign the government's priorities in line with the citizenry adherence for LGBT practices. Also in a bulletin tonight, calls for ORATOR's return a non-issue if trial proceeds in absentia by Pius Hatide. I've got you covered to bring you details in the major bulletin in the next 30 minutes. Please do stay. And I Thank you so much for staying. Remember, this broadcast is live on all our socials via Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at ASAGYEM TV. Do also follow us, bring in your suggestions and comments on any of our top stories. We promise to share them with the rest of the world. Now to a very fresh story. The West African Examination Council on Wednesday released the provisional results for the West African Senior High School Certificate Examination for Private Candidates 2026 First Series. The session involved 23,410 candidates comprising 9,890 males and 13,430 females. A total of 746 registered candidates did not attend the examination. A statement signed by the head of public affairs of WAEC, John Pabi, said due to detected malpractices during the conduct and marking of the examination scripts, the council had withheld the subject results of 76 candidates and withheld the entire results of 87 candidates. Now, the Minister of Education, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, said, as government to prioritize technology-based education in schools for the continent to progress. He said education system across Africa had to evolve to reflect the changing dynamics of society and the global economy. Honorable Haruna Idrisu made the remarks in a speech read on his behalf by Professor George K.T. Odro, Technical Advisor at the 4th Africa Education Summit, Ghana 2026, held last Thursday in Accra. Now, the National Identification Authority has issued a firm denial of recent claims suggesting that the Ghana card can now be used to perform financial transactions, describing the information as inaccurate and misleading. Also, the Technical Working Committee of the National Road Safety Authority has declared the use of Toyota Voxy vehicles for commercial transports illegal, citing safety concerns linked to their design and widespread modification in Ghana. Now, the New Patriotic Party has asked President John Dramani Mahama to realign the government's priorities in line with the citizenry's abhorrence for LGBT plus practices. That, it said, was the view of 93% of Ghanaians who, according to the CDD Ghana Barometer survey, consider the practice of LGBTQ and related activities highly repugnant to societal values and religious beliefs, and crave a potent legislation to urgently address the canker. Ghana's basic needs have not changed since 2024. The president is therefore expected to fulfill his promise to introduce a government-sponsored bill to comprehensively address LGBTQ plus issues, it stated. At a press conference in Accra today, the NPP Member of Parliament for Ascent South, Reverend John Intim-Fojo, also asked the National Democratic Congress to apologize to Ghanaian and the Christian Council of Ghana. Now, in another story, a member of parliament and the New Patriotic Party communications team, Pius Enam Haliday, says for former Finance Minister Kenoforiata to return to the country are a non-issue if legal proceedings against him are already ongoing in absentia. Speaking on the AM show on April 9, Pius referred the case to the State versus Boga case, noting that the Supreme Court had previously affirmed that proceedings can continue on even in the absence of a party that has been duly notified. He said in the Benjilo case, the Supreme Court affirmed and asserted that even in the absence of the accused, once duly notified, proceedings can go on in absentia. He described reports that Kenoforiata is being tried in absentia as new information to him, but said it does not significantly